Fortune telling using Qi Men Dun Jia. Hi, in this Qi Men Dun Jia series for fortune telling, we are going to touch base on this particular birth chart related to somebody who is born in the 1990 January the 3rd. So in this case, what we can do is that basing on this particular chart, we are going to analyze this person's fortune. And this series is going to be pretty short and touch base on the basic in terms of understanding how to use Qi Men Dun Jia to decipher a fortune of a person. Anyway, my name is Douglas Chan. I'm the Grandmaster for this Douglas Chan Qimen Academy International. And today we're going to base on this chart to analyze and learn a little bit more about Qi Men Dun Jia for destiny reading, or they call it fortune telling. So in this case, we need to do an identifier. Every chart there's an identifier, so which means that we call it a focus point. Where is the focus point? The focus point is we look at the day itself. The day is Wu. Wu in this case is that this symbol WU is a Chinese word representation under Qi Men Dun Jia to see this representation. So basing on this symbol, we need to find where is it located in the box below. That means all the box below in this 9 boxes that lump into a big box. We call this the trigrams, or the 8 trigrams, or sometimes they call it the palaces. Let's identify where is it first. In this case, there's one over here. Oh, there's another one over here in 3. So one is located in 1, one is located in 3. So what's the difference between the one in box 1 and box 3? So basically, box 1 represents the character of the person from 0 all the way until somewhere around 35 to 40 years old. And in box number 3, we're talking about character of the person around 35, 40 years old and above. So let's identify the person of the person. Box number 1. In the top of box number 1, you see this word called the serpent. In Chinese, it's called Teng Se. Teng Se means somebody who is very worried about something. So their energy, character-wise, they always start to worry about things which may not need to be worried of. So they always tend to use this energy to focus on things which are not important and worrying about this and that, whereby they are very stressful, and maybe this kind of things may create a lot of pressure for them, and eventually they may go insane. So the stress level for this person usually can be quite high, so we need to know how to manage the person, and it's going to be within their age of 0 all the way until 35, 40 years old. Of course, during the younger days, they don't really have a lot of things, just to grow up and study. But as you go along, somewhere around 15, 20 years old, they will start to feel, the strain coming in. So they start to feel the teenage life will be much more stressful comparatively. Okay, so let's carry on with in the middle of box number 1, there's something called the rest. Rest, they call it a person, they like to enjoy their life, they like to relax, they like to chill. Tendency for them to be more relaxed will be there. And then rest also represent this person usually not very punctual in their timing. They like to be late. So if you don't push them to do things, they will not be moving at all. And we have this particular thing called the destroyer in box number 1. Destroyer means that this person, not really say destroy, but along the way, whatever she or he touch is going to be destroyed. So what does that really mean? That means when you go for a job, after 3 months, 6 months, 1 year, they will destroy their career. Maybe they felt that this may not be good for them, the salary is no good, the boss is no good, and apparently there's always a good valid reason to make things for their benefit. So question is, this destroyer itself is not really a very fantastic thing, and this destroyer tend to have this also related to business, relationship, so on and so forth. So which means that if they do have a girlfriend or boyfriend, eventually due to some reason there will be something that going to break the relationship. Business wise, they may feel that after doing this business for maybe 1 or 2 years, they felt that the industry is no good, it's not profitable enough. There's always a reason for them to move on to another one. And this is all within themselves. But destroyer also have a third party element. Third party means that there is a force, an energy that is beyond their control. That means it is not up to them. It's up to the third party force. That means the universal energy that create this kind of destroyer energy in his life path. So we can anticipate that in this first stage of his life, somewhere before 35 to 40 years old, he will be in a lot of difficulties in relationship, businesses, and also their career. Of course, this also involved in academic. That means when they study certain things and learn new things, he's not going to be successful, or he's not going to complete the whole thing. So next, this will be stage 1. We will move on to stage number 2, which is box number 3. That means box number 3 tells us that there's a partner. So his energy start to change, where they become more amicable, more friendlier, more cooperative. And there's also an injury though. Injury means that literally it means the character of this person will be more or less pretty direct, very bombastic, very sarcastic. Friendly but sarcastic. That means they are very friendly towards people, but when they need to respond to certain things, they can be quite direct. And people who don't understand them, they may think that they are very poison in the words that they use. And bandit wise, in box number 3 also stands for energy of people who are very brave in doing things. They like to do big things. They're aggressive, and then they also tend to spend a lot of money and lose a lot of money also. So energy of such is that whether or not they like it, they will tend to have ventures, capitals, or businesses, or even career, or even health issue that created the losses of income or money. So this is something to be worried of, because this is what's going to happen in their life. You see, so as a whole, just based on box number 1 and box number 3, we are able to see the fortune of this person already, in terms of what is the story of this person, and then in the big picture. But of course, we can also look at things in every year, every month, or every day itself. It's a matter of whether you want to go into the depth of itself, you see. But anyhow, this is how interesting Qi Men Dun Jia can use for fortune telling. So if you are interested to learn more about this thing, maybe you can just drop us a message, and then we'll get back to you ASAP. Thank you very much.